welcome to yet another episode here at Real in Films. Tonight, we're going to be reviewing a very interesting film called The Mousetrap. But before anything, press pause to the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us in all of our social media at Real in Films. And as well, if you guys want to follow me, go ahead and look for me as Cinema Dad PR. Like that, you guys can be up to date with anything and everything movie related, and as well interviews. And I gotta say, if you guys want to, in regards to this film, we do interview Simon Phillips. So if you guys want to pass by right now, in the cards on the top, the link will be up there like that. You guys can hit it and be able to see how this film came to life, where the idea came, and as well what is the future of this film as well. So let's go ahead and talk about The Mousetrap. The Mousetrap is obviously, I'm going to go ahead and read the synopsis for all of you. It's Alex's 21st birthday, but she's stuck at the amusement arcade on a late shift, so her friend decides to surprise her. But a masked killer dressed as Mickey Mouse decides to play a game of his own with them, which she must survive. Okay, guys, so if you guys know, Mickey Mouse is in public domain. Not Mickey Mouse, the one that we're seeing now in Disneyland or whatnot. It's Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse. So Simon Phillips wanted to make a very not so friendly Mickey Mouse and make a kind of like slasher film in all. The film, obviously, it's a low budget. It's a low budget film, but I gotta say, even though it's low budget, and yes, it does not have a linear story whatsoever. It's a film that it's all over the place, but still, even though it's all over the place, I say that being the fact that it gives so many nods to previous slasher films, this film makes it super fun and it's super exciting as well. There's a lot of great scenes in the film of like when the mouse goes ahead and goes bonkers on the characters that need to survive. And one of the things that I obviously like as well is that besides the fact that Simon Phillips wrote the script, he as well plays Mickey. And that's one of the conversations that we have on the interview. As well, in regards to the cast, being the fact that these are low budget films, all of you know, low budget films, most of the cast members probably have not been in so many other projects that you're like, yes, I've seen them before. Most of them probably you might have seen them in some TV shows or in some other low budget projects and or short films as well. And I do gotta say, some of the cast members in the film, especially Sophie McLontush, sorry if I murdered your name. So Sophie, she plays Alex Fenn, one of the our main character. She makes a great performance in bringing her character to life. But I still gotta say that being the fact that I think that Simon Phillips' point of view in the film is bringing those very, very, very quirky slasher films that we used to get back in the 80s and the 70s. And obviously and in the 90s, films that don't have like a linear storyline. You just have a big baddie and that's it. As well, the film brings in the story that this entity that it's going on, that I think that is going to be explained further throughout, and I'll tell you guys in a moment what I wanted to mention. But I do feel that the fact that one of the things that he wanted to just do with this film is just to see and touch the market, like the other people when they brought Winnie the Pooh in the area of horror. They wanted to touch up the market to see how it goes. One of the other things that the film brings in terms of like the plot, even though there's no plot, I like the fact that the script, it brings so many nods to like those classic horror films, or the classic horror films that we used to see. I really do love the fact that the film brings all of that to fruition and much more, and it's super exciting to see how it turns out. Now, going to the cast aspect of the film, like I mentioned, the cast members are not people that we might have seen before in other projects. Inception to Simon Phillips. You know, we've seen him in The Witcher, we've seen him in Fubar, and as well in many other low budget films that he has worked on and produced. The Mousetrap, even though, like I said, the one of the persons that I really did like her performance was Sophie. Sophie's performance, even though it was very simple, but it brought up a lot into the film, and that like antagonist connection with the main baddie, because like I mentioned, there's certain things that you're like, yeah, this works, and it did. Um, and I just gotta say, even though the film is entertaining and fun and it's all over the place, I still gotta say that I think that one of the things that I would have liked more to see in The Mousetrap is an actual story. I really would have loved to know where this entity comes from, what happened, and what is the future of this film, right? Because again, Simon Phillips, and we did post it in our website, they are doing like their own Mickey verse where they're going to bring a lot of other characters to life and make like a Avengers Assemble, like they said with the Winnie the Pooh franchise. Exactly, somewhat the same. And if you see the interview there, we do talk about that as well in the interview, so check the interview out if you have a chance. And later you can pick Simon Phillips' brain in a way. But I do say that one of the things that I would have liked to see in the film is story. I would have loved to know where this entity comes from. I would love to know how the entity works. And but it probably, again, this is something that's like nitpicky on my part, because I am somebody that loves story, no matter what setting the film is. In all, my final thoughts on the film, being the fact that the film is all over the place, probably not. It's not a film for everybody, but if you are a fan of like the quirky, just turn off your brain slasher films, this is the film for you. The Mousetrap is enjoyable, it's fun. Again, it's not like something that's gonna mesmerize your mind, but again, it's entertaining and you will enjoy it at the end of the day and probably have a couple of laughs. So if you guys want to see Mickey Mouse in its glory, go ahead. It's already available in VOD, so you guys can rent it and or buy it. Now guys, remember, if you guys have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, hey, just end the video or pause it right now. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. On the description, we have all of our other social media. Follow us in everywhere. That way you guys can be up to date with anything and everything film, movie related. And as well, if you guys want to follow me, it's easy. Just go to CinemaDad PR in Instagram, and you'll see myself providing a little bit insight of being a father and a content creator as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys in the next one.